get those eyes?
Gosh, y'all get up. How'd they get so lit up? Gosh.
Scary FNAF Easter eggs. Part FNAF movie trailer. If you reverse the trailer, you can hear this. She says Afton killed me 5 times. It's maybe a coincidence, but I don't think so. Which part next?
Why do we just go to this fucking quantum point and this whole fucking person is Sky? Oh my fucking god! Bitch, I can't!
What if the person shows up in my rear view camera?
No, bitch, I can't.
Camping out in Humboldt County, California forest, a couple is woken by some strange noises from outside their tent. Look what happens next. The couple decides to get up and leave once it becomes dawn so they can make it back to the car before night falls again. Unfortunately, they end up going round in circles and the night creeps in. Look what happens next.
Fuck. It's back. I fucked up. Come on.
I've only ever had two neighbors since I moved into my own pineapple. There's always been Squidward, the obnoxious, nosy neighbor, and Patrick, the dumb one who's so stupid that he doesn't even live in a real house. My options for friends were limited, so I ended up making the choice to befriend the town moron, but the more I got to know Patrick, the more he surprised me. He's not nearly as dumb as he seems. Everybody knows he lives under a rock, and I'm sure everybody has a million questions about how that works. Where does he sleep? sleep? Where does he cook? Where does he go to the bathroom? Well, in reality, the answer to all that is connected to what's probably the biggest conspiracy in all of Bikini Bottom, and I'm involved in more than just covering it up. Patrick and I rolled together for years, which made everyone think I was just as stupid as him, but I'm not. I don't crap on my own floor and bury it in the sand like that filthy starfish, but in all this time I've known him, I've buried more than just a few hatchets alongside him. However, as time went on, I began to realize I couldn't keep hanging out with him. I was only ever his friend because nobody else would be my friend, and for that reason, I've been slowly creating distance. Unfortunately, that's a lot easier said than done. Recently, Patrick's been catching on to my game, and it's been upsetting him. Just the other night, I was deep asleep in bed when I was woken up by someone banging on my door. It was Patrick, of course, and he was willing to wake up all of Bikini Bottom just to get to me.
SpongeBob, buddy! Come on! Wake up! Let's do this!
I tried to wait a few minutes to see if he would give up and go away, but that only worked the first few times, not this time.
I know you're awake, SpongeBob! Don't leave me hanging! I know you can hear me! I'm not leaving without you!
I knew at that point that he would never leave unless I went down there to talk to him, so I dragged myself out of bed and shuffled downstairs to the front door. When I opened it, I was taken aback by the look on Patrick's face. He was holding a jellyfish net, and when he comes to my door in the middle of the night with one of those, I know what it means.
Hey, SpongeBob, wanna go jellyfishing?
No, Patrick, I can't.
Yes, you can! Come on! What's stopping you?
It's late, Pat. Can't we do this in the morning?
No, Sponge. You know we can't.
Listen to me. I don't want to do this nighttime jellyfishing anymore. I want to retire from it.
How can you say that? We've got such a good thing going, and you're gonna make me go back to doing it myself?
Look, I'm sorry, but I just don't think the late night jellyfishing life is for me anymore. I'm getting too old, Patrick. I have to focus on my career at the Krusty Krab.
Liar! You know you could quit that crummy job in a heartbeat if you just went to work with me. You're choosing to abandon the best opportunity you'll ever have. Why?
Because it's wrong, Patrick. It's evil. You are evil.
I see. It wasn't wrong when we were doing it together, but now that you don't want to be friends with me anymore, all of a sudden it's evil. I can't believe you, SpongeBob.
You better believe it, Patrick.
So these are your true colors, huh, buddy? You're a traitor!
I'm not betraying you. I'm just moving on.
You can't move on. I won't let you. You better grab your net and come, or you're gonna realize how big of a mistake you're really making right now.
Leave me alone or I'm calling the cops! I tried to slam the door in his face, but he wedged his foot underneath it, barred straight in. I then ran for my life as he chased me into my house. He was close behind me the whole time. Had he gotten a hold of me, he would have tried to kill me without a doubt. I'm sure he wouldn't have even hesitated either. But luckily, I was able to get around a corner and lose him by hiding someplace I knew he'd never seen me before.
Oh, SpongeBob, where are you? Come out, wherever you are.
I held my breath in silence for an eternity before he finally gave up and left. I waited to make sure he wasn't coming back. Then I crawled out from my hiding spot and went to my bedroom window to watch him head into town. You see, nighttime jellyfishing is nothing like regular jellyfishing. It doesn't take place in the fields, but on the streets of Bikini Bottom itself, and it doesn't have anything to do with jellyfish at all. A few hours later, Patrick returned with his net sagging with the bounty of a successful trip. A few hours later, Patrick returned with his net sagging with the bounty of a successful trip. The poor soul that he managed to capture, a bound and gagged fish that never saw it coming. Patrick lifted up his rock, looked around one last time, then disappeared beneath it with his newest toy in tow. Nobody on the ocean floor but me and Patrick knows what lies below his rock. Most people think he lives in a barren, dirty hole in the ground, but in reality, that's just the facade for something far greater. With the flip of a switch, he can reveal a hidden tube from the floor, drop his victim inside, watch them get sucked underground, then flip the switch again and make the whole thing disappear. As for the destination of that tube, well, I've only seen it a few times, but you'd be utterly shocked to find out just how many sea creatures live underground as Patrick's captives. It's almost an entire city where all the citizens are subservient to him, giving him everything he wants, even if it's their own flesh for him to snack on. Admittedly, I've added to the population myself, and of course taken part in the spoils as well, but I eventually came to realize the depth of the evil I was committing, and now all I want to do is forget that I ever contributed to something so awful.
Drugs, alcohol.